All right, I am thrilled now to be joined by Notre Dame junior John Howe. He's an electrical engineering major who was recently named a 2025 Goldwater Scholar in recognition of his promising future as a leader in STEM fields of study. John, welcome to Notre Dame Day. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to start off just by you telling us about your research, the focus, and of course, share with us what excites you about this area of study.
Absolutely. So what we're working on here at Notre Dame in the Department of Electrical Engineering, and specifically with my advisor Kai Ni, is the development of next generation memory for your computers and your smartphones. We're using a new material called hafnium zirconium oxide, which is ferroelectric. So similar to a magnet. It has an internal field, and so by applying a voltage, same way that we operate our computers, we can actually store memory in terms of the electric field inside of the material.
This is incredible. And then what is that used for then?
What we're trying to do with it is make RAM that is non-volatile, which means that essentially when you remove power to turn off your computer or your phone, the data is still stored in the memory. And so this is a promising technology which can seek to lower the power consumption and increase the speed of our devices.
Not to mention settle the minds and hearts of people who lose so much data when something crashes or falls apart.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, being named a Goldwater Scholar is certainly a significant achievement. Can you tell us more about what inspired you to even apply?
Sure, yeah. So the Goldwater Scholarship is mainly focused at highlighting students who have a lot of research experience in their undergraduate focuses of study. Particularly here at Notre Dame, they typically select about 4 or 5 students who show exceptional promise in research, and then they nominate them onto the national competition, which includes about 1,200 to 1,500 other students. And then typically of those 1,200 to 1,500, 300 to 400 are actually selected.
Wow, that sounds rather competitive. Does that get to you?
A little bit. What I particularly find interesting about the whole process, though, is that I really got an opportunity to share my story and to share what really excites me about my research.
Okay, so what does this recognition actually mean to you, and how's it going to influence your academic and career aspirations?
Sure, yeah. I think one of the most interesting things about winning the Goldwater Scholarship is that it really kind of highlights the important research that we're doing here at Notre Dame and the opportunities that undergraduates have to engage in undergraduate research. For me, I've always kind of been interested in pursuing a PhD in electrical engineering, and so with being highlighted as a Goldwater Scholar kind of gives me this extra boost in my graduate school applications.
You stand out for sure. Okay, so you're involved in more than just research here on campus. Tell us some of the other things that you like to do around campus, around town. So how do you balance everything and still have time for research?
That's a great question. The couple other student organizations I'm currently a part of are the Robotic Football Club here on campus and the Notre Dame Band of the Fighting Irish.
So what do you play?
I play the tuba.
Do you really?
Yes, yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's a ton of fun. It's usually weekly practices, and we get to go to all of the home games, and we actually went to all the playoff games this past semester.
Oh, that had to be a thrill. What a run.
It was a ton of fun. I really appreciated being able to travel, and it was really awesome being able to experience stuff as like the national championship.
Of course, and a tuba player, that means you have a strong back, and you got to carry the load and all those low parts. So looking ahead, what are your plans after graduation? I know your hometown is San Antonio, Texas. What are your plans? How do you hope to contribute to your field?
I think currently I'm going to pursue a PhD in electrical engineering and then pursue a job in industry, working with some of the large semiconductor companies such as TSMC, Micron, or Intel on next generation memory.
Okay. Well, you have a lot of years of research, it sounds like, ahead of you, a lot to study. Don't drop that tuba, though. Stay with it, because I think that's pretty thrilling as well. And with your being a junior, I think you're going to keep playing, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, John, for your time here with us on Notre Dame Day, and it was certainly lovely to meet you.
Awesome. Thank you for having me on.
Good luck to you in your research.
Thank you.